Hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
A bouncer up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The first baseman,
so with one out, 12, a reminder that MLB The Show is your home for Boston Red Sox baseball all season long as you take a look at what's coming up here for the Sox in the week ahead. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Thames drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The three true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
Now the 2-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, number 14 on the season, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he rips it on the ground to second. There's Cano. And that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We played 3 full. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Fouled away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Brian O'Keefe. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Raised. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Loud contact by Longoria, and this one's carrying well to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Man, I feel for
Now
him, but you've
batting,
got to call
catcher.
a spade, right?
Buster.
He's really struggling. The
Well
sample
played.
size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
Phillips will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now
Into the
batting.
box now,
The
Scooter
second
Jeanette.
baseman, Scooter.
First offering on its
Good.
way. A ball and no strikes.
Lots of hits given up, but so far, no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he is in there.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. He's set and the pitch.
Nope, ball 1.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. That evens it up 1-1. Stroman comes set. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler's on his horse. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 14.
Standing in, Brett Phillips. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 6.
Standing in, Matt Duffy. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And it's fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Here go the Rays. They trail in this one 3-0.
Leading off for the Red
Ready
Sox.
with the first pitch. Here it
The
comes.
center fielder.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Martinez.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the left fielder, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now batting, the designated
Wow, when
hitter.
you're swinging the bat like
Yeah,
he is,
yeah.
you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more
Martinez.
ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And it bangs off the monster. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there.
Eric.
Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking,
Your
can I
attention,
make
please.
it to second? Because
Now
if it
pitching
caroms
for Tampa
and that
Bay.
left fielder fields it
Number
cleanly, you're
43.
dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold them in a single.
To the plate now, Eric Thames, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Turned on down the line. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Cano fields it cleanly on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Didi Gregorius. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Phillips is there for it. And that retires the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox 4, the Rays nothing. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Willie Cortez, lifted out towards straightaway center field. Marte is under it. 1 out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Now in the box, Tommy Pham. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's
hit high and deep out to left center field. Marte going back. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Javier Baez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Blackmon going back, and it's gone into the monster seats.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Max Kepler is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Swing and a liner. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Another 0-2 from Greinke. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Charlie.
From the stretch.
Blackmon.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Hit in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. 1 down.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Evan.
In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. In there, 0-1.
0-1 to the count.
Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's right there. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
Now batter.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
0-1.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Scooped up, throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Jalen Miller.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Brett Phillips is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change here as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. He'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Smith was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Betts is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Number 9.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Javier Baez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. 2-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mark Melanson will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 36, Mark Melanson.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Left side of the infield into the shift. And quickly, there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 2.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the... At the plate, Max Kepler. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Joaquin Soria will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Next for Tampa Bay.
Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-1, here it comes. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Brian O'Keefe. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
At the plate now, Jalen Miller. No balls and 1 strike. Called strike 0-2. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he struck him out. 1 left for Tampa. Still down a run. It's Matt Strahm is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. His prior history in this matchup, he's gone 3 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Boy, Dero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no-doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. 1-0 the count. From the stretch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pham is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. As a look, now the pitch. Line hard. Foul. The Rays are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
That misses 1-2. And for the position, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up Evan Longoria. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Ready with the 0-1, and this ball is crushed deep down the right field line, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 0-2.
That's count 1 and 2.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you...
And now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and that may just get a couple of runners home. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The catcher, Buster.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run scores here in the frame. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. Last chance for the Rays coming up. It's now 5-3 Boston. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that brings up outfielder Brett Phillips. Sean Doolittle comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 63, Sean.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1. Here it comes. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
The third baseman, number 6.
The high fastball is in there. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The first baseman, number 19.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. 1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Red Sox took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Greinke earns his 8th victory of the season. Marcus Stroman was only able to work.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Red Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 5-3. The Blue Jays combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-0. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-0. Andres Munoz got win number 1 on the year, helping the Royals claim victory over the Angels 5-4. The Chicago White Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-2. The A's brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-4. They now have 5 straight wins. The Miami Marlins finished off a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 2-1. Sergio Romo got his second W of the season as the Mets took care of the Diamondbacks 4-2. The Chicago Cubs totaled 13 hits as a team as they plundered the Pirates 9-1. The Atlanta Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-5. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Patrick Corbin, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy with a
Leading off
powerhouse
tonight for
slider. This is his bread and butter
the
pitch.
center
Has the
fielder.
other repertoire, but this pitch makes his fastball better. He'll throw a slider to both sides of the plate. He can throw it up, down, in, and out. Extreme command of the slider, and it's one of the reasons why he's one of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Hit on the ground out toward Jeanette at second. He's got it. And there's one gone to begin the evening.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Ronald Samuel.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ronald Samuel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The pause, and the 0-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. And, fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series, coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good, swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Betts stands at second with no outs. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Here's J.D. Martinez, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. That evens it up, 1-1. from the stretch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to Martinez. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High and deep to center field. Throwing back is the center fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 249 career. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Batting fifth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding into bat next, it will be Mark Canha. Now Canha smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this one. Gallo retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now second inning set to go. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That is big. The left fielder.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Gallo.
Changeup called strike 1. Gallo playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call. Into the box, Brian Anderson. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. 289 is the average coming in. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. Now a curveball misses inside.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Last half of the second set to go. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes is under this one. And he's got it for the first out.
Batting 7. The shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So digging in now, Nick Ahmed. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double.
The pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. So a full count now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. On the ground to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
So here's Scooter Gennett. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. On to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Here's Starling Marte. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Second and third here, 1 man out. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
All even now, 2-2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale.
Your attention, please.
Now a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. From the stretch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled off. 4 runs here in this half inning. And it's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We've played 2 full. Boston's out in front, 6-0. Here's Gregory Polanco. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Ready now, Alex Avila. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Gloved by Murphy. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Up next
ready for another chance, Victor Reyes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for Houston. They still find themselves down 6-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off.
Digging in to try it again. Daniel Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Out in front of it, strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Avila will make the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-0. Now at the plate, Howie Kendrick, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth.
The batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mitch Garver. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Well hit, but also well foul into the seats and left. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
First pitch on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And that's not all that promising a number as they find themselves just 1 spot off the bottom in the American League. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Astros leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up to hit next, a guy who's turned into a big-time RBI man, Scooter Gennett. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting. Center fielder.
Ready once again, Starling Marte. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
A ball and a strike now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Fly ball right down the line and left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2-0 now. Called a strike there, 2-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The first
infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Alex Avila is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will 2-3 go the Astros. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Here's the first pitch to him.
JD.
And that's in there for strike 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. 1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Line hard to the left side. 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Reyes is camped under this one. 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Digging in and looking for more, Evan Longoria. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Swing and a line drive, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The left fielder, number 20.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in to bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. High pop-up. Anderson is under it, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. So stepping in, Ronald Samuel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Howie.
Striding in, Howie Kendrick. He was a ground out victim last time up. That one bends into the zone, a strike on the breaking ball.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
The first baseman, Daniel.
Liner toward right center. Reyes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Riding in once again, Nick Ahmed. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Hey, tip your hat to the pitcher right there. That was a streak of 11 batters retired in a row before that base hit. Let's see if he can regroup and keep going.
He's set, and the pitch. Martin Maldonado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
The 0-2 once more. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Kendrick on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mitch Garver. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. No balls and a strike to count. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And right into the shift. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Garver is retired, and there's 1 away.
The shortstop, Gurriel.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Joey Gallo is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
1-1 the count. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still find themselves down 6-0. Tyler Thornburg comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And there's one down now.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Ready for another shot now. Brian Anderson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Fouled off. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. After it is Marte. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And the next to bat will be the left-handed hitting catcher, Alex Avila. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled away. Just hung in there on that one. And it's fouled away. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the stretch. Hit to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Third baseman, Evan.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Longoria.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Longoria will take the turn and head for second now. And Longoria will keep going. He's headed for third. And the Sox are in business here. It's a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
So now it's Mark Canha as he drives a liner to right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, talk about striking on back-to-back pitches, D-Roll. A triple, then followed by a single. Big inning lurking here. Yeah, Dan, I think that's the game plan today against this guy right now. Being aggressive in the zone. If he's going to attack, then they're going to pull the trigger.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
2-2 the count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another full count pitch home. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Yoshihisa Hirano enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In now, Nick Ahmed. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now back.
Settling in now, Scooter Gennett. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gallo has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. Looking to minimize the damage here. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Polanco. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No error. Coming to the plate now, Ronald Samuel starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Now batting, second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. And he fouls this one off. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
The catcher, number 8.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Got him to go down swinging there. Mitch Garver is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to...
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. Both Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. J.D. Martinez bats here with an 11-game hitting streak on the line. No hits yet, so a bit of pressure on him in this at-bat. 0-1 the count. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. 1 out. Let it fly right here.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Let it fly. Let's go right here. All right, come on now, 1 time. Let it fly.
3-1 to Martinez.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. Previously against Vizcaíno, he's a perfect 2 for 2. He also has 1 home run. Now a ball lined to the left side. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
From the stretch. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. And another. At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The shortstop.
Hit out towards second.
Gurriel.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Fouled off. Here's another 0-2. Bouncer down the line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Nothing further in the Houston 9th. Last chance for the Red Sox. They trail it here by just a run. Chris Stavinsky comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 50.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And there's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Skied into straightaway right. Polanco on the run. He's there and records the 1st out.
The first baseman, number 12, Eric Thames.
Now batting, Eric Thames. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up.
At the ball.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Now
Red Sox down to their final out now. And up to hit next, a guy who's turned into a big-time RBI man, Scooter Gennett. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Popped him up. Garver waits on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
3-2, the finish into digging in once again, Alex Avila, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. To short. Taken in by Gregorius. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So disaster strikes here in the ninth, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. The Astros lead it 2-1. Chris Davinsky is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Mark Canha. Mickey Betts will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Swing and a line drive, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Here's Didi Gregorius, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Reyes is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The first baseman,
now to the
12,
plate, Eric Thames. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again.
Boy, that can be demoralizing. You have the lead, and you give up a home run in the bottom of the ninth to tie it. Now you just have to continue to play this one out.
Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
2 balls and a strike to Longoria. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And right into the shift. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. 2-2 the pitch. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Heading out towards shallow right. Sharp is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they... Mookie Betts stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Now playing right field, number 50, Mookie Betts.
We are into extra innings, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Joey Wendell.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Yu Darvish takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 11.
Here comes. And
Darvish.
Looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the extra frames. So striding in, Cole Tucker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 8.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mitch Garver. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The ballman 2 strikes.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. So 1-0. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Buster Posey.
The catcher, Buster Posey.
And a ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. Line drive to center field. And Buster's going to make his way aboard. He's got a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Starling Marte stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. A ball and a strike. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The batter, number
In now,
13.
Nick Ahmed. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only one away. Yoshihisa Hirano takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Hirano is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty B, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in fifth gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of. Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run, and it ends up being a really critical one.
If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. The Boston Red Sox are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a one-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So next to the plate for the Royals, Luke Abrams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Abrams
trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2, and it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Christian Vasquez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Kansas City, good night.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Boston Red Sox.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL East, Didi Gregorius went deep twice, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 3-1. Andrew Kittredge grabbed his second win of the year as the White Sox claimed victory over the Orioles 4-3. The Minnesota Twins put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 10-4. The Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-0. The Tigers swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-5. The Cleveland Indians pounded out 17 hits in this one as they destroyed the Angels 10-1. Alec Bettinger won his first game of the season as Texas got past the Nationals 4-3. The Oakland Athletics knocked out 10 hits as a team as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 7-3. The Atlanta Braves combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 1-0. The Philadelphia Phillies combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-3. The Miami Marlins racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-3. The Pirates had 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-0. Jay Happ got the W and now has 5 this year, helping lead the Brewers past the Giants 4-1. They now have 5 straight wins. Freddie Snavely collected his first W this season as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 2-1. The Diamondbacks combined for 4 total home runs as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 16-15. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.